Hello there, I'm Shaun McLaren, and today I'll be playing some Living End in Modern. One of the most recent Modern events after the Pro Tour was a Modern online PTQ, and this is a Living End deck that top 8'd the online PTQ. It got knocked out in the quarterfinals, but still looks good. I mean, it's pretty standard Living End. The player's name is AA Dude, so we're piloting AA Dude's list. And it was actually an interesting top 8 because there were a lot of Eldrazi decks. There were 3 Eldrazi decks in the top 8, and the top 32 was about half Eldrazi decks. So yeah, Eldrazi decks are good, so looking for a deck that beats them is important right now, and Living End is definitely one of the decks that has a shot of beating the Eldrazi menace. Not too much to say about the deck if you're familiar with Living End. Actually, I'm not a Living End expert. I rarely play the deck. Basically what you do is you cast Demonic Dread or Violent Outburst, and then you cascade into Living End after cycling a bunch of creatures. So you kill all the opponent's creatures that are in play and bring back all the creatures that you put into your graveyard and usually win the game. So Fulminator Mage is great for that plan. One of the issues with Fulminator Mage right now is that even though it's great against the Eldrazi decks in theory, the Eldrazi decks are usually too fast for Fulminator to become all that relevant, but it can still have a big impact on the game against Eldrazi decks if you're on the play and then get to reuse it a couple times. Shriekmaw is great against the Eldrazi decks as well, since it'll be a 2-mana removal spell for any of the Eldrazi cards and then come back with Living End and kill another Eldrazi. And other than that, just your standard bunch of cyclers. Beast from Within is great for land destruction or dealing with hate cards, and Simian Spirit Guide just allows the deck to be that much more speedy. It's a quick combo. I mean, it's a 3-mana combo, and it's very powerful against creature decks, since it's not just giving you a bunch of creatures, it's also taking away their creatures. The sideboard actually works. Fairy Macabre, is that how you pronounce it? Macabre. This fairy here that exiles cards from your opponent's graveyard is good for, like, say, the mirror match, or against decks where you need to cast multiple Living Ends and want to get rid of their key creatures, and it's just graveyard hate that is free, so it's great in a lot of matchups. Brindle is mostly for burn, but probably has other uses somewhere else. Slaughter Games is good against like Scape Shift, Ad Nauseam, possibly the Mirror, any sort of combo decks you want Slaughter Games. Ricochet Trap is awesome against blue decks. It's kind of this list is kind of skimping on the Ricochet Traps, which I suppose is fine. Ingot Chewer is absolutely necessary as a 4-of right now, I think. It deals with Chalice of the Void, Relic of Progenitus, and it's great against Affinity. So, and it just fits in perfectly with what the deck is trying to do. It's a 1-mana creature that destroys artifacts, and same sort of reasoning for being able to go up to 4 Shriekmaw. So yeah, let's see if the deck can perform in this new modern landscape. Let's dive in.